Hi everyone, I'm Tajo, and this is the very first video on my YouTube channel. So I'm actually a professional musician, but over this year, during COVID, I actually started to have a little existential crisis, and I don't really know where the future will lead me. And so I decided to use the time during lockdown to actually pursue something that I've always wanted to for a long time, which is game development. So I picked up Unity, and this is a little game concept that I've always wanted to try out. It's a little offshoot of the match 3 genre, and usually match 3 is done in such a way that luck plays a very big factor. And I didn't really like that. I always crave for something that is much more strategic, and something that's more akin to like chess or something along these lines. So I've made a game based on the concept, and as you can see here, I'm actually using some intellectual property from Monster Hunter, which of course is purely because this is just a test. So eventually I will definitely look into having my own intellectual property. So let's get started with the gameplay, and let me quickly explain how this works. So you can see here, we have the usual board of blocks where you can start your match 3. Now what's different about this and the usual match 3 is that you have 3 moves to make every turn. So your block won't actually start clearing until you've made all 3 moves. And what this means is you can actually set up your combos and think about where you want your blocks to go by making this. So for example, you can see over here these yellow blocks, the lightning blocks. If I actually clear this, the white block over here, the light blue block, the ice one will actually drop down and give me a 2 combo. So this is basically what it is, and what it actually will mean for the gameplay, right? So following that, as you can see, these 3 blocks clear. If I want to, I can actually shift this up. When this clears, this will fall, and then this will give me the 3rd combo with the 2 fire blocks over here. So next I can just continue clearing whatever I want, I guess. So there you go, the 3 combo. So this makes it really much more strategic. And also one thing, I'm not sure if you noticed, but what happened just now is that the blocks don't actually spawn until the start of the next turn. This is just something of a test. I wanted to try like removing completely any element of luck and randomizing. So doing this, I get a 2 combo. In fact, if I shift this up, I can get a 3 combo. Yes. No. Yeah. So there you go. This is a 3 combo attack. Yep. So gameplay wise, you can actually target the enemy by clicking on them. If not, it defaults to the one with the lowest health percentage. So it will actually attack this one anyway. But there's actually as with all games with elements, there's actually an elemental advantage where if you attack the right monster with the right attack, you will actually get a 30% boost in your damage. So how let me just quickly go through how this works, alright? Every time you clear blocks, it will actually add points to this, what do you call that? Scoreboard, I guess, at the bottom. And then, depending on the score, this will let your corresponding team attack. So if you have fire, then the fire monster will attack. If you have ice, the ice monster will attack, etc., etc. Right? So if you have 2 of the same element monsters like the enemy does, you actually get 2 attacks. So team synergy is important here with regards to the typing. But then if too many of the same type and you keep clearing, if you keep clearing the same blocks, you will eventually run out of blocks to clear. So that's potentially another problem, right? So this is actually pretty similar to a game I used to play called Tower of Saviors with that in that regard. So it's I wouldn't say this is a new concept. This is definitely match 3, just a different a very different match 3. So what else can I do against this? And grow. I'm not doing too well, but I'm not doing exactly badly either. So let's see what else is there to do. Do this, I get a 2 combo. This thing is cleared anyway. Can I get a 3? No, I guess this is pretty much it. So let's just step up. There we go, 1 monster down. Alright, so next let's go this direction first. So as you can see, this is really taking away the random aspect of match 3 and actually making it more strategic. So planning your combos, setting up your gems for the next round, these things are important. Now the one thing I didn't do properly for this demo is the scaling of enemy difficulty. I did that pretty badly, I would say. So I've actually let a few of my friends try this out, and it didn't. It was hard to actually win against the CPU due to, oh, there's a little bug here that I need to fix. Yeah, so it's actually not easy to win this. Yeah, it was my first time also, and I decided that it would be cool to create a 2D gameplay in with like 3D graphics. But then because of the physics involved, things like this happen, right? So I think there are still a few bugs here and there that I'll probably have to look into getting fixed. Alright, but there it goes. So let's see. Oh yes, so the speed stat will actually decide who goes first in the turn, right? And this can differ during gameplay because we do have monsters that can reduce enemy speed as part of the game design. So that's as you can see here, the enemy speed is actually higher than mine. So every turn, the enemy will attack first. Okay, so I got lucky the last round and I didn't get attacked. That can happen. Let's see, this is a 2 combo. Can I get a 3? Probably not. Okay. There we go. Yep, I didn't exactly plan the attacks and the values and the balancing yet, as this was just a tryout. So I'm sure there's much better ways to handle the combo multiplier and to make it much more efficient in some manner. And I was talking and I wasn't paying attention, and I think I basically screwed up this round. Oh, I can get a 2 combo this way. Okay, that wasn't a complete flop. But yeah, there's still luck involved, of course, because of the spawning and the way it's done. For example, now I can't actually clear any fire without some proper sacrifices, which nope, still not possible. So let's just clear as many blocks as you can. Okay, let me just quickly finish this game so that we can talk about the other aspects of the team play that I've developed. And there you go, I've probably lost. So yeah, let's go look at the team select again. So over here we have intellectual property from Monster Hunter. If you are a fan of Monster Hunter, you should you probably will recognize the monsters here. So let's first look at Duramboros. How the attacks work is such that if you clear 3 points, you will do a 3-point the 3-point attack. If you manage to get 4 points, it will do both the 4-point attack and the 3-point attack. So it's all additive. As you can see, from the 4-point attack onwards, everything says plus. So if let's say you manage to clear 4 Earth Gems, the Duramboros will actually do a tail slam and the tail drag. If you manage to clear 5 points, it will do spin, tail drag, and the tail slam. So over here, while Duramboros is powerhouse, it has a high HP and it attacks all enemies all the time. And if you accidentally clear 6 points, it will actually fall and stun itself, and it will lose a turn. So next, we have the Barroth. This is what I was talking about when I say they have speed reducing attacks. So the 6-point attack will actually reduce their speed by 1 for the next turn. Now I will touch on. I'll just talk about this. This is Qurupeco. For Monster Hunter fans, you all will know that Qurupeco is actually famous for calling monsters close to make the fight more difficult for the hunter, and that is the inspiration for this 6-point attack friend song. This song calls upon the help of adjacent allies. It will those above it and below it, and it will call upon their 3-point attacks. Everything else is pretty much support. It's a 5-point attack song that increases your attack by 20%. 4-point attack heals you a little bit, and the value is affected by the combo multiplier, which I probably will have to look into actually this value and actually making it work. So next is the Basarios. Fire Beam, Fire Gas, Roar, these are just attacks. The 6-point attack Camouflage actually prevents itself from taking damage for 1 turn, but it's stunned, not 1 turn, sorry, the next incoming damage, but it stuns itself and loses a turn. Lagombi, this is pretty straightforward. It's a powerful attacker that focuses on only 1 enemy. And then we have the Barioth, which is very similar to the Barioth in such a way that the 6-point attack reduces the enemy speed by 1 for a turn. Now Zinogre, this is something more interesting. For fans of Monster Hunter, you've seen Zinogre. This is charge. This monster actually charges itself and it starts glowing. I incorporated it into the 5-point attack, where it accumulates energy and increases the charge stage by 1. Maximum charge stage is 2, and every charge stage will increase its attack by 10%. It loses a charge stage if it doesn't attack in the turn, so you need Zinogre to attack every turn in order for it to maintain its charge stage. Now, eventually you'll probably run out of lightning blocks to use, but that can be circumvented if you have Qurupeco in your team because of the 6-point attack, but it is still difficult to get it out, but that's a potential synergy between these two monsters that you can use. So Kezu, we have here the 6-point attack is actually something that will inflict a status, paralysis. It deals 5 points of paralysis. Upon accumulating 20, it will actually paralyze the enemy, which means that the monster will take 10% more damage for 1 turn. Plazioth, so we actually have another status over here, sleep. So it will deal 5 points, and when it reaches 20, the sleeping monster will actually lose a turn. And then finally we have the Daimyo Hermitaur. This one is similar to the Basarios. The 6-point attack, it will cover itself with its claws and hide from the next incoming damage, but it will stun itself and lose a turn, which is similar to this. Okay, so let's try building a team according to the synergy. Let's do something like this then. Yep, so let's begin and let's see how this works out. I managed to get a higher speed than the enemy, so I can start first. I can't remember if I mentioned it already, but you can actually target an enemy monster by clicking on them, and then they will be the focus. If not, the algorithm makes it such that it will target the enemy with the lowest HP, so it doesn't really matter at the after a while, unless you want to focus your attacks. So let's see here. What can I do? Let's quickly increase Zinogre's charge stage. We can do this, and then over here, 2 combo. Okay, we can potentially already. Oh, that was really powerful. Okay, so now my Zenogre has a charge stage of level 1. I think we can look into trying to destroy the enemy water monsters, right? So let's quickly take a look. I can do this for a 2 combo. Let me keep the fire. I want to clear ice. I have 1 move left. So let's see what I can do for setup. Let's hope the next turn is not bad. Oh, okay, he had box up, so I didn't do any damage that turn. I should have checked earlier, but it actually reflects the invincibility. I should have attacked the Plesioth then. So that's okay, so let's continue. I'm still at charge level 1 because I managed to pull off a lightning attack in the previous round. So it seems like I won't be able to